What is going on, YouTube people out there? Nexus here with another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This time it's a new match against tsmarti2 from the smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. As you can see, I'm testing on a new team here, seeing what it does. They're also testing on a new team, so this should be an interesting match to say the least. He's going to send on his Swallow to lead off. I'm going to lead off with my Electros because I saw his team. I really didn't know what he wanted to lead with, and I was hoping I could scare off the Swallow with a Thunderbolt, thinking that this might be a bulky Electros, but it's actually just an offensive Electros with most of it into attack and nothing into defense, which I wish I kind of did, because I cannot take anything from this Swallow. So I'm going to switch into a Weezing, basically to take any sort of physical hit, sponge those hits all day, because yeah, Weezing does that. He's a physical wall of epic proportions. So he's going to U-turn here into his Torkoal, which is his physical wall, and I really don't know what type of Torkoal this is. Probably want to set up Stealth Rocks. I have no spinners, I have nothing to block anything with, so I'm just going to switch into my Lantern here, hoping to scout, see what he does. I was expecting him to switch out at this point, fearing the Hydro Pump or anything like that. So I'm going to T-Wave here, predicting the switch, but he's not going to fall for it. So he's paralyzed and unable to move. I don't really know what to do. He's going to Toxic me now, because he probably knows this is my special wall, and he probably wants to get it taken care of as much as he can, because this is a pretty beastly special wall. So I'll switch out his Torkoal into Amoonguss. I would think I might have predicted the switch here. No, I didn't. I was just going to go straight for the Skull, because I predicted too much, and it cost me a little bit. So I don't know what this Amoonguss wants to do. I figured he wanted to go for the Spore. If it's a lead seeding set, I don't know what I can do to it, really. So I just want to get this guy taken care of as best I can, so I'm just going to paralyze it, hoping that he gets parahaxed a lot, but it doesn't, sadly. So he's going to get a drink here. I don't want to take too many of those, so I'm going to have to switch up. I do not take that, actually I don't take that all that well, considering I probably would better if it wasn't toxic damage racking up on me. So I think I'm going to Volt Switch out of here, in case he wanted to switch out too, but he's not going to want to. And I'm going to switch into something to resist the Giga Drain, I think, which is Double Mint here. But I think he predicts that and goes for the Stun Spore, which is annoying. Because now I have a paralyzed physical sweeper here. That's not going to do me any help. So I'm hoping that this is a special based Amoonguss, so I'm just going to go straight for the Outrage, I'm pretty sure. But I think I get paralyzed. So yeah, so I do not hit his Torkoal, but it doesn't really matter because I want to kind of see how much damage this does to Torkoal, if it does anything. Takes it pretty well, better than I was hoping for. I was hoping it was going to be like a 2-hit KO. I guess he goes for the Lava Fume. Lava Plume, expecting me to switch out. But here he's going to switch out into Magneton as I'm locked into Outrage, I guess he thought he would take that pretty well, but this Outrage does way more to this Magneton that resists than it did to his Torkoal. It did well over half, and that's going to be an easy 2-hit KO, but sadly I'm confused, and I don't want to get any sort of take a hit from this thing. So I'm going to switch into my special wall, knowing that, hoping that it goes for the Thunderbolt, but it goes for the Tri-Attack instead. Because I do have Voltus Orb in my Lancer. I was hoping to get back some HP, but sadly I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to basically fodder out my Lancer at this point. So I'm going to send in Electros, because I do carry the Flamethrower, but I was hoping I could bluff him. I probably should have predicted the switch here, but he hasn't been doing anything I predicted so far, so I thought maybe if I play it safe that basically I could do something, and the Flamethrower's not going to do hardly anything to this Torkoal. It does look like considering it resists, but I mean, Torkoal's special defense is not where it's basically its strong point is at. So, I mean, that damage is kind of expected. So right now, I'm going to Thunderbolt it, hoping that I can take it out, maybe 2-hit KO it from this range. But, yeah, actually it does take it out from this range. Surprisingly, I actually thought it might have carried a little bit of special bullet, but I guess it didn't, considering how much Flamethrower actually did to it. So he's going to switch into Amoonguss. And I'm hoping a Flamethrower can actually kill it off, but I don't think it's going to be able to do it. And I think he's going to get off the Spore here, because I think he's running a double status Amoonguss. And now I know I have one turn guaranteed sleep, which is unfortunate because I really wish I could wake up first turn right here. He can switch out, do anything he wants, but I think I do want to try to burn a turn of sleep here. Hoping I get the second turn wake up. But he's going to Giga Drain me, and that's going to do, I think, an uncomfortable amount of damage. Actually, it does bearable amounts of damage, actually. So, I don't see the lead seed, and it appears to be a double status Amoongus. So I'm not too worried. Probably carries Clear Smog, or double stab probably on it. So don't switch into his Tauros, and I was just fearing the Sheer Force boosted Tauros. I expected him to predict my switch, so I stay in to try to wake up and fire with a T-Bolt, but he goes straight for the Rock Climb, and that's going to probably take me out at that range. So yeah, and it was also a crit. I don't know if that crit actually mattered because I didn't expect to live Sheer Force stab Rock Climb, but I don't know. I was hoping don't move. Expecting him to switch out, I'm going to stay in and try to set up a Calm Mind, but he doesn't, and he hits his in headbutt, which is unfortunate for me because I do not run Evilite on this particular Misdreavus. I use Lefties because it can take hits fairly well, but that Zen Headbutt's going to do an uncomfortable amount, and it's going to be a 2-hit KO with Zen Headbutt. I was hoping that it might have been max damage, and he would get Min this turn, and I would live with a Smidgen, and I could burn it, but not going to happen. So I'm switching to Weezing, hoping that I can get off the Will-O-Wisp and burn it so I can get some HP back. He's going to Zen Headbutt me, and that does a hell of a lot. More than I was hoping it would. So I'm going to get the Will-O-Wisp, man, I'm starting on my words. Will-O-Wisp here. He's going to be burned, it's going to cut his attack in half, which is very good, I need that to happen. So I'm going to stay in, Pain Split him, and get a lot of health back. That's my plan right now. So he's going to withdraw here, which is good, because it means whatever comes in, I'm going to be able to Pain Split it. Which is going to be the Slowking here. This is unfortunate because I was fearing the Stab Psychic here, and that is a special wall beyond belief. And the only attacks I carry on my Weezing is, of course, special attacks. It has Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in on the Slowking. So I'm going to have to switch out here for something, and I don't really have much I can go into. So I'm switching my Double Mint, hoping that I can survive a few hits from him, hoping that he would go for Psychic, and I would basically take a hit well, but he goes for the Scald instead. And that's basically not really going to do much. I resist it, so yeah, he's going to get some lefties back here. And I just want to go for the Outrage. I want to kill something, but so far the fact I'm paralyzed is not going to help me. If I went for the Outrage here, I would have probably taken out his Magneton if it hit, because Hustle does hinder my accuracy, which is the ability I carry him. But he's going to Flash Cannon me, and I am going to survive with a little bit of HP. But I get paralyzed, and I was going to go for the Outrage here, but I just don't know what to do. So I want to kind of save my Double Mint as fodder, so I'm going to switch out here, because he's pretty much lived up to as much as I can hope for. This match is not looking good for me. I really don't know what I should do. Like I said, this team is kind of new, and I've switched a lot of things out since this battle. Changed out a lot of things, but the only Pokemon I have not revealed is my Drudrigan or whatever, and hopefully he can make me a comeback, but I need to find a perfect opportunity to bring him in, because I need to fodder something up to give him a safe switch in to get him in. I don't want to switch him into Slowking, because he's mostly invested in his physical defense, and Slowking is a special attacker, so I know he couldn't take hits all that well. And I need to set up with him if I hope to make a comeback. So I'm going to switch his Double Mint here as fodder, actually, but he actually doesn't go for the Scald. He goes for the Psychic. He can easily finish me off with a Scald considering I'm paralyzed, unless he thinks I'm actually Scarfed, which might outspeed even if I'm paralyzed, a Slowking. But I'm just going to go for, I think, the Outrage here. Yeah, and that's easily going to take out that Tauros. With Hustle, it has 150 base power, I think, so that's going to easily take out the Tauros. And so far, actually, he did a lot more than I was hoping for at this point. But he's going to go for the Flash Cannon here and finish me off. And my only hope now is that I really don't want to switch into my Dragon against a special attacker, but it's all I have left at this moment, except for my Weezing. And he really can't do much. I probably could have switched in Wheezing, got off the burn, and then pain splitted, in case he switched in Wheezing. I mean, and I fought him off if he switched in Slowking for the Psychic, which I probably should have done, but I think I'm just going to sit here and go for Cone Claws. So, looking back on it, I could have done a lot more than what I actually ended up doing. So yeah, Steady's going to get one Hone Claws off, and I'm hoping I can take another Flash Cannon, which, spoilers, I totally do. So I hit by the Flash Cannon, and it's going to leave me at 13 HP, and I'm going to fire up an Earthquake, and it's going to take out the Magneton. So I'm sitting at +1 right now. I was hoping a +1 Sucker Punch would take out his Swallow if he tried to go for the Brave Bird or anything like that. So he's going to switch to Smogon. I know I'm faster than this thing, so I'm just going to fire it off a Dragon Claw, and that's going to easily take out the Smogon, which appears to be specially defensive, not physically. So I get a crit. I don't know how much that would actually matter. It might matter because Smogon is fucking bulky as hell. It's bulky, 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 bulky. So I'm switching his Swallow here, and I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. But he's going to go for the Protect here. I could have went for another Hone Claws, and that would have pretty much won me the game. But I go for the Sucker Punch instead. Trying not to, basically, trying to play it safe. He's going to get burn damage. I was expecting with burn damage that my Sucker Punch would definitely KO this thing. But, watch this. It actually survives with a smidgen. I'm pretty sure after this battle he said it was like, at 6 HP or something like that is actually what he survived at. And that's just too much. So I'm going to die here. And sadly, it's up against his Slowking and my Wheezing, and that's pretty much a good game. So yeah, this match was against tsmarti2 or tsmarti2. It was a pretty awesome battle, and you can check out his channel in the description. And I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this match. It was fun, and yeah, I made a lot of changes to this team, and hopefully I can find some battles with it. It's been really hard to find any new matches, because no one plays it. And anyway, that's pretty much the game here. Another episode of the Let's Play coming up soon, and more Wi-Fi battles on the way, guys. And yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.